Testing, testing.
Swans! Friend to the flowers and trees! Ruler of the Stealth Army!
Welcome back, this is Orc Chef. Hello everyone, this is Orc Chef Cooker, and welcome back to Overlord. And if we don't finish the game within the month of October, I will be playing it outside the month of October. As you all know, we left off in the Evernight Forest trying to destroy the root nodes keeping Oberon asleep. But I decided to come back to the castle so I can get some life force.
You love him. It's the Overlord!
Also, if you'll have to excuse me if I take breaks when I'm talking. I'm currently trying to eat lunch. Oh, that is hot cheese. For those of you wondering why I just said that, I'm eating a Pizza Hut. A 4-cheese Pizza Hut bucket. Only put it in for a minute and yet it's still scalding hot. On a side note, I also got a new DS game, a new 3DS game called LBX Little Battlers Experience. I'm currently far into the game, but stuck on the Master Otaku battle. In fact, I have a saved playthrough of someone else playing it, who actually voices Axe in a different voice, as well as all the other characters. Very impressive. Anyway, I'm going to go down to the forge and change back to my axe.
Warrior of the watery ones! Friend!
You may also remember we also started Heaven's Peak, which, as I said, is extremely challenging. To new players, anyway. To old ones, it's just hard. And once you got through the sewers, you'd be greatly rewarded. As in, given the second fireball spell, the flamethrower. Trust me, you'll need that later. Now these two vines, as I can see, are the only ones keeping Oberon asleep. One of them is inside the tree, and one of them is in the Elven Temple.
We are directly under the tree of that sleeping elf, the heart of his nightmares.
One thing I completely forgot is that there are no minion gates underneath the tree.
It seems Oberon does not want us venturing this way. All the more reason why we should.
But to be honest, so long as you don't get lost or run into one of those giants, it should be pretty easy to take out this node. Humanga toads, on the other hand, are, easy to do without house minions. Now, this is where they'll start to swarm you because you destroyed that node. If you don't have any minions, I suggest you run and do not look back or try to engage them. You'll be dead within a second. Just stay out of the way, and they should leave you alone. But if they start chasing you, just keep running. And if they block a path, just take another. And make sure to keep this in mind. Cowardice is the other half of valor. And now we're one line closer to destroying that force field. However, that means we'll have to go back into the tree. Because the last node is in the Elven Temple, and the only way to get to the other Elven Temple is through the tree. Meaning we're going to need more life force before we can go on that venture. So, let's get back to the castle and kill a few things. That, or go to Spree. One thing you'll notice is that there's a stone bridge over here. And there's a route stretched on it. That's because that's where the last node is. Right across this bridge. It'd be easier if there was a fifth flying type of minion, but there isn't. Well, that would be a good concept for the next few games. Too bad they've already been made. Anyway, it's time we return to the tower and get some more ground life force. Because inside that temple, you're going to have a lot of elves going. Scratch that. Go after blue life force. But brown would be good for the ones that you can actually hit. In fact, after you get past the first elf guardian, there are 2 forest trolls. So you're gonna need as much brown life force as you can get.
Bring to the flowers and trees. Ruler.
Hold on a second. That's better.
good halfling's a dead halfling.
Remember, sire, never trust anything that's head height with your groin. Thank you for freeing us. I want to be just like you.
Only good halfling's a dead halfling.
Be careful with those things. Control those things.
Warrior of the watery ones!
I enjoy doing that. Shut 'em up. I really do. Now it's time to break the last node and fight Oberon. I know it's taken 2 parts, but as I said midway into the second episode, and I hope I remember if I said it, the longer we go, the more into the story we get, the longer it'll take in order for us to reach the boss. And next is Sir William from Heaven's Peak. Looks like the game glitched. Which way am I supposed to go?
It seems
way
Overlord
was
does
the
not want
road.
us venturing this way. All the more reason why we should.
Meaning this way is the temple. I was right, the temple. Now, the road to the temple has 4 trolls. There is a way to get around them. But, should you want to take them all on one by one, just sweep your minions onto them. And they will not only give you brown, but they'll also give you green and occasionally blue life force. And as I said, there are 4 of them. So, you will need to take them on one by one in order to avoid losing any minions or a substantial amount of health. You can easily get their attention by firing fireballs at them. I was pressing the key! Quick, now I lost most of my blue minions. Brown minions. This is the Mother Goddess Temple. Dead elven warriors are put into caskets here and put under watchful guard by the elven spirits.
Outsider. We are the ever-vigilant ones, sworn to protect the tombs of our heroes fallen in battle. We guard their rest until the day when they shall rise and reclaim our fallen kingdom.
Now, in order to get through each of the doors,
hold the key to this place. Be thankful for the foolishness of others.
we need to push open different caskets.
Mindless infidels! Cease so I may strip the quivering flesh from your unholy bones!
Yeah, you'll be hearing that a lot. And as I said, there's a troll. Oh, right, forgot. The 2 trolls scenario doesn't come into play until you find and attempt to destroy the node. Because the presence of 2 trolls toughens it up and makes it hard for you to destroy it. And until they are destroyed themselves, you won't be able to get through. Now, allow me to explain the caskets. You need 3 minions to open it, and by chance, they will have gold in them. Now, these elven guardians will need blues to take them.
Whatever they see, so make sure they don't see you.
And you see these 2 switches? Provided you have enough minions, you'll be able to shut them inside the side rooms here. But it will unwind if you retract your minions. The key to these rooms are to trap them into the side rooms. You only have a few seconds to do it. They may move slow, but they don't spend much time in there. It's best to have at least 4 minions on the wheel. That way you can close it faster. They may be ghosts, but for some reason they can't go through the door. The trick is actually to catch them all in the same room. Start late and he'll slip out. Start too early, and you won't be able to keep them in. Shut them all in, and prepare to hear a line of dialogue issued to you. Usually it's something different. And spoils of war, as well as the key forward, will be unlocked after you push open the sarcophagi. But don't stick around. The right side is always the easiest, but in order to do it again, you'll need to time it right. These ones move faster.
What has happened?
Once you got it 2 on both sides, then head for the middle. And make sure to stay out of their sight. Especially if you don't have any blues to fight them with. Now, in the left side, you won't be able to trap them, so you'll need to wait until they're they're at least away from the sarcophagi. Make sure that they're out of line of sight. Here you won't have to sacrifice minions just to open them, just to keep those guys trapped. So you'll be able to move around freely with your minion horde. Just wait until they're out of sight. They will turn around if you get close. And given Overlord has no way of fighting magical beings, you better hope that they don't see you. In the second room, it's going to be a little bit tough, because there's going to be two patrol parties as well as the Bulgarian raiders. And like the second room of the right side, they will be faster. It's hard to see where the elves are, so just make sure you're always on the move. This is one of the reasons why I said bring blue minions. Blue minions are the only ones who are able to fight these pricks. Now that the inner sanctum is open, find a way around the elves, and do like I did in the tree. Run for it! And would you look at that? A spell.
It's gone! The statue's gone! I told you lot to hurry up! Fools! We're meant to be the thieves. And look, those rock huggers have got here first! Let's get out of here. You, call the overseer.
Honey, love muffin, I found you. You mustn't use the overseer's snuggle bottom. The old man don't like it.
Clearly I didn't hit you hard enough.
You, I don't like you beaming off like that, my little thieving sugar plum.
Just stop talking.
It makes Khan angry.
Look what you did! Come on, you great lug. Let's go.
Jewel and Khan. You'll be killing them both soon enough.
Lost. We are lost. The statue is gone. She has been taken from us. Is the destruction of our race not enough for those barbarians?
Ah, a new minion spell. Berserk! Good find, sire. This temporarily raises the defense and attack of your minions. However, they have very little self-control and will attack anything they see, animal, vegetable, or mineral. This node is sturdier than the rest. Something must have strengthened it. And there is the something now! The proximity of those trolls must have toughened the node.
This is what I was talking about earlier. You need to kill them both. Now we can smash it. Alright, boys, go Berserk!
Shield is down. Now let's see if that elf can keep his eyes open long enough to fight. He can sleep all he likes in the afterlife. You must take the fight to Overlord.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
Come on, man, what are you waiting for? He's not going to move himself.
I'm trying. But if you haven't noticed, I'm low on health and mana, so I can't go on and fight. I need to restock first. Not to mention, I'm low on life force for Browns.
Do not let that elf fall asleep again. watery one. Warrior of the watery ones! Friend to the flowers and trees! Defiler of the... You must take the fight to Overlord!
Now, to finish up Evernight Forest. And kill
Come on, man. What are you waiting for?
Overlord,
He's not going to move
the
himself.
Elven Warrior. This will be a good fight.
Once I deserted my people, my forest. I have been punished. I will not desert them again. You shall feel the suffering of Evernight. Every broken breath. Wait till I pray. I cannot control it. They are coming. They are coming.
that, he means the corrupted beasts, the humongatodes. During this fight with Overlord, he'll end up spawning every nightmare creature you've faced so far. The archers, the humongatodes, those huge things. The trolls, even those antlers. And we'll all be to take you down. Now, you just need to deliver the final blow. The minions won't do anything, but you will. Open the path to the Dwarven Kingdom. And there, you'll get plenty of cash. So if you're low and need something forged, go there and loot every house in the Dwarven village. Timber!
earth stirs beneath us, Evernight will be reborn.
Return the Mother Goddess statue to us, blessed of the elves, and every tree in this forest will sing your praises.
A new shield spell, Lord. The shock shield works like your normal shield, Lord. Only he's got a bit of a charge to him. He'll stun your enemies, giving you time to give them a good bashing. Greens.
Ladies and gentlemen of the walkthrough, I am proud to introduce to you the gold-filled land of the Golden Hills, home of the Dwarven Kingdom,
Dwarves.
and
Now,
the biggest gold rush you've ever seen in a game.
on legs. Angry beer-soaked beards on legs.
Not to mention, home to one way you can permanently boost your minions' attack power in their secret brewery. Because in the deepest section of their brewery lies a beer kettle. You steal it from them, the doors will be sober, and your minions will end up with a permanent attack boost. And, by the way, here is where you can also find the last smelter, the Arcanium smelter.
Rock giants don't take kindly to anything squashier than they are. And everything is squashier than they are.
By the way, there's also a rock giant guarding the dwarven mine. So if you want the gold, you're gonna have to take it out. It's slightly tougher than a troll, but unfortunately, it is hard to hit. Now, these dwarves may be the size of halflings.
Dwarves like anything that fires or burns, and especially explodes. Make that their downfall, sire.
As I was saying, they're hard to hit. And even though these dwarves are the size of halflings, that doesn't mean they're as weak as halflings. In fact, they have the same alcohol boost mechanic as your minions. If they drink, they become more ferocious. However, in their houses, you'll be able to find their pickaxes and, of course, as I mentioned, the gold. That's right. There are gold nuggets inside each and every house. And your minions are the same size as the dwarves. Go into them, steal potions and equipment, and you'll be able to match the dwarves in ferocity. Sure, I can say ferocity, and yet I can't say brewery.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Also, these dwarves are also the other enemy I told you about when we first fought the halflings that give a gold drop chance when they die.
Your mana has been increased.
Now, in order to get to the rock giant, you're going to have to come down here and go up this way. And here we'll be introduced to another enemy. Slugs. That is a
I've never seen
sluglet.
the point of slugs. They seem to exist merely to be squashed.
These
And there's a
creatures may
huge...
be deadly, but they have no love for dwarves. Perhaps that can be of use to us.
But there are huger, bigger ones in the there are bigger, full-grown ones in the mine. In fact, one of them eats one of the mine carts you're supposed to retrieve. And in order to seal up the holes and make sure they don't come out, you need to push that cart over the hole. Now over here, you'll see that there are elves.
Such a proud race, reduced to servitude. Sometimes even gods have a sense of humor.
And as you'll notice, another spell. Now, in order to deal with these dwarves without getting involved, you'll need to open up those slugs, that slug hole, and retract your minions and watch the chaos. They'll slowly kill the dwarves, or at least keep them distracted. Provided you take advantage of that, you will be able to launch a two-pronged attack.
Those pipes channel beer straight from the brewery.
And if you pay attention to that old man, you'll see he has more to the story.
Like
That actually
me,
leads on.
dwarves are never more ferocious than when they've had a drink. So, watch out, sire.
Now, the larger versions of these slugs will give you green life force. And tons of it. These smaller ones will also give you green life force, but it's more uncommon or rare. Now to get that spell. Now, there are also dwarves up here, so make sure you take them out before doing anything else. because not only will they drink you under a table, they'll also kill you when they're in large groups if you don't take them out quick. Especially if you don't have any mana. Hold on. I need a drink. Sorry it took me a little bit. My folks are watching the History Channel, and it was something on Lefouille, the pirate who helped one of the commanders secure Americans' future. Now, it's time for us to start with the underground dungeons of Heaven's Peak. They'll pull back the log, but zombies will start to raise. You can either fight them off, which is unadvisable, or you could run into the sewers.
They're dead. The serious kind of dead, where you don't get up and start lurching around.
No challenge there, sire. That's right. But they are in here. And in order to get through, you're going to need some help. As in brown help. Now, those browns will immediately drown after you bring them out in the water. This is where the blues come in. Set up a guard marker in the water near the spawn point. And each time you bring out more browns, even though they will drown, you'll be able to revive them instantly and get them back on shore. Or at least in shallow water, so they can walk up shore and back to you.
Blues!
Excuse me.
You choose all!
Now, the browns will help you out in the dry sections of the dungeon, and there are actually very few. But they will also help you mow down the zombies, so you won't be the only one fighting them. Granted, with the axe it only takes 4 hits to disable one. You're able to kill a lot of them quickly. Not to mention, they don't attack very fast, so just hit them while you're hitting.
Green! Blue! Green, red, browns.
I love the frenzy spell. Towards the end of the dungeon, there's going to be a chaos spell, and it will be the first one you pick up. Slow. That's how Null says it. Apparently it has the ability of slowing down your, slowing down your enemies.
Browns. Blues.
And allowing you to kill them.
Brown, green, red, brown, red, blues. Browns.
Trust me, if you tried to take them with only a blue,
Reds, browns.
your blues would be dead in a minute. Exactly.
Red, blues.
Actually, 30 seconds. With only one bird watching the pole, shouldn't take long for it to get back.
Blues. Browns. Blues.
This is some serious premium quality root beer. Odd. Kind of tastes a little bit like brew. But anyway, I wouldn't let your blue advance towards the wheel until you kill off every zombie there. And trust me, it is infested. Thankfully, not very infested. Just slightly infested. Anyway, make sure to kill them all before the peg hits the wheel. Nothing adverse is going to happen if you let it. But trust me, you'll want to take them out first. Now, through that door over there, there's a wheel. But you're going to need fire minions. In order to get fire minions, you're going to need to go around a slightly lengthy tunnel.
So the priests didn't escape the plague either. Looks like the Silent Order, sire. They have a temple within Heaven's Peak.
Here is another peg. Easy grab, nothing to do. Now here's where the lengthy tunnel comes into play. See this sewer play? Yeah. The moment you step in here, it's going to be crawling with zombies. Tons of zombies. And unfortunately, the only minion you bring with you is blue, so make sure you help them by engaging the Fury spell and letting them go wild. Now up here, past all these battle areas, is a fire pit. And you're going to need that fire pit in order to get out of this area. Out for the way. Okay.
Browns.
Damn it. As I said before, the understreets of Heaven's Peak is extremely hard to get through.
Start lurching around. No challenge there, sire. Lose. Green browns. Red browns. Blues. Red browns. Red blues. Greens, blues, browns. So the priests didn't escape the plague either. Looks like the Silent Order, sire. They have a temple within Heaven's Peak.
Looks like it's turret time again, boys!
Greens. All. Brown. Green. Reds. You choose all. For you. Browns. Reds. Minions!
Now these guys are zombie warriors.
Clues!
I'm on my last hit. But thankfully, beyond that gate is an autosave.
Oh!
So collect your minions, turn the wheel, get through that gate, and get going.
Now you can see why they called the Silent Order. Although having their mouths stitched up doesn't really give them a choice.
You're going the wrong way. The city's infested. The priests have shut the temple.
And all Sir William does is throw endless parties with that creepy Red Dawn line.
He could give a rat's fart about us. We're making a run for it.
Better join us if you don't want to end up with bits hanging off. You're blooming crazy, you are.
I may be crazy, but at least I have courage. And minions.
Warrior of the watery ones!
Up next is a familiar someone You might remember from the cave where we found the blue minions. He's back! And this time you have no way to fight him. And he'll strike at the minions you send to the wheel. Now that you got the gate open, run for it! The exit to the understreet should be just past these stairs. However, there are 3 gold-filled sacks just past the snake. If you're able to find a way to beat it, they're yours to take. All you need to do is beat all these zombies. The chaos spell I mentioned as promised. It will take 5 minions to lift it.
You have found a new domination spell.
Domination, chaos, basically the same thing. And this one is slow. It'll slow down
advancing enemies,
giving you more time to make them very dead. And over there, just past that fire barrier, is the way to the Durium smelter. Durium is the next material you can forge with. And through this door is Heaven's Peak. And your welcome wagon is being attacked by the local knights.
Intruder!
Yeah, they're not very tough.
Not one for conversation, was he?
So William doesn't care about this city anymore.
Now, in order to get that spell,
You killed it! Stone! They say that Sir William's knights have special armour, crafted in a magical forge below the city. I don't know about that, but they sure are tough brutes.
trust me, the smelter is down there. And he confirmed it. Now, as I was saying, in order to get out of the city, we'll have to turn that wheel guarded by those two fallen knights.
Flying demons. Sir William used to visit the inn, and it weren't to drink there.
Enemies. They must die.
Yeah. Now you can get the wheel done.
Thank you, Lord. Since Sir William returned from his last crusade, the city has spiraled into chaos. There are zombies everywhere. Some say demons too. And we even had to cancel the royal wedding.
Some young harlot, I imagine, with full breasts and an empty head.
Could you look into it, Lord? I should stay here. Do what I can for these folks. Some are as frightened to go as they are to stay.
And that would be
Well, that's just
her
typical
sister.
of her. I mean, of her type, sire. A silly little wench, too daft to know what she's getting herself into.
She's the one you have to betray.
So William doesn't
Betray
care about
Rose
this city
with.
anymore.
Now,
Have you seen the Citadel? It's guarded by flying demons.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
I don't know what's become of this city. I really don't.
Have you seen the Citadel? It's guarded by flying demons. Have you seen the Citadel? It's guarded by flying demons.
ignore them if you can, but strike
must be behind it.
them down if you
So
want.
William doesn't care about this city anymore.
Are you here to do something about the plague?
Have you seen the Citadel? It's guarded by flying demons.
Now the flamethrower spell is the fireball's older brother. Just aim it at anything flammable, and you'll have more charcoal than you could ever wish for.
Hold it, and you'll have a continuous beam of fire until you run out of mana. Useful if you want to toast them.
The plague?
If you're keen on noticing audio similarities, meaning the same sound, you'll notice that they make the same sound as the zombies.
Have you seen the Citadel? It's guarded by flying demons.
And now that you've done that, you won't have to go back down into the understreet unless you want that durium smelter. But unfortunately, we don't have enough reds in order to
Rude awakener!
get past the flame barrier.
Friend to the
I'll leave that until next time.